Hi, and welcome to another week of KCA Grammar. We're on week 13, and we're going to be learning and reviewing modifiers and prepositional phrases today. So get out your pencils and papers, and let's begin. So although you've already learned about modifiers and prepositions, we think around now is a good time to keep reviewing, just because at this point in the year it's really important to make sure you know all the basic stuff before you can take your tests and everything. And it's also helpful to just keep reviewing during your lessons and practicing more recent material during the videos. So let's begin. So the role of a modifier is to add meaning to the word or words it is modifying. And there are two types of modifiers that we have learned so far, and that's an adjective. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or pronoun. Adjectives tell us which, what kind, how many, or whose. And we've also learned about adverbs. An adverb is a word used to modify a verb, adjective, or another adverb. They tell us how, where, when, or to what extent. Now, a preposition is a word or set of words that indicates location or some other relationship between a noun or pronoun and other parts of the sentence. A prepositional phrase includes a preposition, its object, and any modifiers of the object. So in this sentence, a squirrel jumped onto the tree. We're going to label it squirrel as our subject, and the one completing the action. Now, our action is jumped, and it's an intransitive verb because it's not transferring any action. And here, onto the tree is our prepositional phrase. It includes a preposition, onto, its object, tree, and any modifiers of the object. The is a modifier. It's an article adjective, and it's modifying tree. It's telling which tree. So our directions for our lesson tell us label the words in the sentence structure, and the sentence purpose. Diagram the sentence. So our first sentence says, the beautiful tall tree grew gracefully under the sun. So here, our subject noun, the one completing the action, is going to be tree. The tree what? What did it do? It grew. Now, what kind of verb is grew? We know grew is going to be an intransitive verb because it's not transferring any action to any other objects within the sentence. How did the tree grow? It grew gracefully. We know gracefully is modifying grew. And so a word that modifies a verb is going to be an adverb. It's telling us how the tree grew. It grew gracefully. Under the sun, this is going to be a prepositional phrase. Under is going to be our preposition indicating location. Sun is going to be an object of the preposition, and the is an article adjective, which is modifying sun, the object of the preposition. Now, we know that tall is going to be an adjective because it is modifying the subject, which is tree. So tall is modifying tree, and it's an adjective. It's telling which tree or what kind of tree, the tall tree. And same with beautiful. Beautiful is an adjective modifying tree. It's telling us what kind of tree. And the is also going to be an adjective, an article adjective, modifying tree, telling us which tree, the tree. So this is a declarative sentence, making a statement or declaration. And is this a simple sentence or compound sentence? Well, it only has one independent clause. Tree grew gracefully. So it's going to be a simple sentence. Now we're going to diagram this. So our subject is going to be a tree. What did the tree do? It grew. How did the tree grow? It grew gracefully. See, gracefully is modifying grew. And now our prepositional phrase, under the sun, is also modifying grew. It's showing where the tree grew, under the sun. Now we know these three words, the, beautiful, and tall, are all adjectives that are modifying tree. The tree, beautiful tree, and tall tree. These are words that are describing tree, character traits of tree. The beautiful tall tree grew gracefully under the sun. So our second sentence says, the rain fell quickly and suddenly, for a rainstorm was approaching. Our subject here is going to be rain, subject noun. The rain what? It fell. How did the rain fall? It fell quickly and suddenly. So these words are modifying how the rain fell. So they're modifying the verb. Thus, these words are going to be adverbs. The is actually going to be an article adjective modifying rain. And is of course going to be a conjunction here. For, this is also going to be a conjunction. This is one of our fanboys. Rainstorm is going to be another subject. That's what's performing the action. And was approaching, here is going to be a verb phrase. Approaching is going to be a verb intransitive. It's not transferring any action. And was is a helping verb. To help the verb intransitive, approaching, make sense with the sentence. And of course, a is going to be an article adjective, which is modifying rainstorm. It's telling us which rainstorm. So this is going to be a declarative sentence. Is this a simple sentence or a compound sentence? Well, we see we have one independent clause here. Rain fell quickly and suddenly. Here we have a second independent clause. A rainstorm was approaching. And it is joined by fanboys and a comma. So we know that this is going to be a compound sentence. So we're going to diagram this. Subject is going to be rain. The rain fell. Which rain? The rain. So the is modifying rain. It fell quickly and suddenly. So this is something we actually have not done in diagramming our modifiers. We know that quickly and suddenly, both of these adverbs are joined by this conjunction, and. The rain fell quickly and suddenly. So we're going to diagram this as normal, quickly, suddenly. Both of these are adverbs. And we have to write that they are combined or joined by our conjunction and. And we're going to do that just with a line in between these two words, quickly and suddenly. The rain fell quickly and suddenly. So then we have to diagram the second independent clause, and our subject is rainstorm, and our verbs was approaching. Which rainstorm? A rainstorm. And we have to connect these with our coordinating conjunction for. The rain fell quickly and suddenly, for a rainstorm was approaching. Our third sentence says, he darted under the roof and he felt safe beneath the cover. So here our subject is going to be he, a subject pronoun, performing the action. What did he do? He darted. Is this transferring any action? Nope, so it is an intransitive verb. He darted where? Under the roof. And we know this is a preposition, under, indicating location. So this is the object of the preposition. And the is an article adjective modifying the word roof. And he felt safe beneath the cover. He is going to be our subject pronoun, the one performing the action. He felt safe. Now this is a little different. Felt is actually going to be a linking verb here. He felt safe, and so safe is going to be our predicate adjective. We know this because when we talked about linking verbs, we talked about how it was essentially displaying this. He equals safe. He felt safe. So here, the word felt is linking he, our subject, to safe, our predicate adjective. So he felt safe beneath the cover. Beneath is going to be our preposition here in a prepositional phrase. Cover is going to be an object of the preposition. The is an article adjective, which is modifying the word cover. Which cover? The cover. Of course, and is going to be a conjunction. So this is a declarative sentence. Is this a simple sentence or a compound sentence? Well, let's see. We found one independent clause. He darted under the roof. That stands alone. It has a subject and a verb. He felt safe beneath the cover. That also can stand alone and has a subject and a verb. Also, it's joined by a coordinating conjunction, a fan voice, and also a comma. So we know that this is not a simple sentence, but it is a compound sentence. So now we're going to diagram this sentence. He darted under the roof. He is our subject, and our verb is going to be darted. He darted where? Under the roof. So that's our prepositional phrase. And the word the modifies the word roof. It's telling which roof. He darted under the roof, and he felt safe beneath the cover. So our subject pronoun is he. He felt safe. We're going to diagram that just like we would any other linking verb and predicate adjective. He felt safe beneath the cover. Our prepositional phrase is going to go underneath felt because it is modifying the word felt. That's where he was feeling safe, beneath the cover. And now we need to connect our independent clauses with a coordinating conjunction. He darted under the roof and he felt safe beneath the cover. Great job, guys. Our next sentence says, the pink and blue blanket is fuzzy. So our subject here is going to be blanket, which is a subject noun. And our verb is going to be is. And this is going to be what? A linking verb. It's linking the word blanket to the word fuzzy. So we know fuzzy is our predicate adjective here. Again, blanket equals fuzzy. And we're going to do a little bit more review of verbs later in the unit. So pink is modifying what? Pink is modifying blanket. Which blanket? The pink blanket. It's describing the visual way the blanket looks. And so is blue. Blue is also describing the word blanket. So and is going to be just a conjunction. And the word the is going to be an article adjective. The is modifying blanket. Which blanket? The blanket. So this sentence is going to be declarative. And is this a simple or a compound sentence? It only has one independent clause, so it is a simple sentence. We're going to diagram it. Our subject, blanket. And our verb here is. Here's a predicate adjective, fuzzy. And the word the is modifying blanket. It's telling which blanket. It's an article adjective. And then here again we have two adjectives joined by a conjunction. So the word pink and the word blue, but it says pink and blue. So we have to join our two adjectives like this with a conjunction, and. The pink and blue blanket is fuzzy. Our last sentence says, our two dogs kept barking. So here our subject is going to be the word dogs. They're the ones performing the action, which is what? Barking. Now barking is an intransitive verb because it's not transferring any action to any other objects in the sentence. Kept is actually going to be a helping verb. It's a verb that is used to help the sentence make sense. It's helping out the other verbs within the sentence. And now are and to. These are going to be modifiers, and they are modifying the word dogs. Which dogs? Our dogs. They're modifying the noun. So this is going to be an adjective, our. And to is also going to be an adjective, modifying dogs. It's telling how many dogs? 2 dogs. So this sentence is going to be a declarative sentence. And is it going to be simple or compound? It's going to be a simple sentence. So we're going to diagram. Dogs is our subject. And then we diagram it as normal. Kept barking. Then the word our is modifying dogs. The word to is also modifying dogs. Our 2 dogs kept barking. So good job, guys. Keep up the good work. Keep studying and practicing your modifiers, your prepositions, and also your compound sentences. You guys are doing great.